Hey everyone, FPS Chazley here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dangerous Waters. We are doing Halifax. We are moving into position for simulated torpedo exercises against these boats. We got a Perry up front, and a Barry behind, an Arleigh Burke behind. They seem to have spotted me, or they seem to have gotten wind of me, or they're doing this on purpose as part of the exercise. But they were originally doing 7 knots at about a southeast course, and now they seem to be going about 20 knots. They seem to be really kicking it up into high gear at this point. I believe this contact right here is our cargo ship, but yeah, we're trying to move out to intercept these guys. We need to get within 4 nautical miles of each, but no closer than 2, and to be at periscope depth in order to perform our simulated exercise. And there's a Phantom Russian submarine out here somewhere. I thought he might be up this way, but he really actually might be down this way. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually try and find him. It would be cool to do, but I think in this mission the layer is bottom limited, and it's definitely a mud or a sand type, so I figured out why I can't hear these guys, and it's because it's a mud or a sand bottom type. In a bottom limited environment, mud reduces sound propagation by 50%, and sand reduces sound propagation. Wait, reverse that. Sand reduces sound levels to 50%, and mud reduces sound levels to 25% effectively. That's the kind of numbers they use to simulate that, so it really hampers sonar performance. So be aware of that. If you have bottom limited, that only bottom limited does the bottom type make a difference. It makes no difference in convergence zone or surface duct, but only in bottom limited. Okay. CR2, we got moving at 5 knots. We had a link data. We can go ahead and, rustle some feathers with this solution here. Freaking intro music, dude. Okay, let's just see where this puts it. Just about right on top of the link. Link is saying a course of 257 and a speed of 13. But, I'll trust my sensors. It is link. So that's pretty close. But yeah, it could be like that. We've been kind of doing some maneuvering and shifting. Doesn't really matter too much. Not our target. We are moving out this way to try and intercept these guys. Still got good towed performance at this speed. It might be degraded a little bit, but we still have decent towed performance. Let's go ahead and see if we can't see them. Master 1. We are getting new data. Let's see. So there could be a slight course change in there, or some kind of a weirdness in the data. But it seems like we have a bearing on this guy that we're expecting 012. I wonder if this bottom type affects sonar or ping strength. It should affect ping range. And I think it does, but I wonder if it affects how I perceive the ping strength. It may not, but it should. That's something that can be looked into at some point. Just add it to the list. Okay, so we're looking for bearing 012. See if we have anything on that bearing. We do. We have ourselves 60. I don't think this is anything new. I think we had established this 60 here. Okay, looks to be more like 13 with decent signal strength. Decent, I don't know what I'm talking about. Decent, that's pretty weak. See if we can't see our Burke. That's our cargo ship. So I got a new mouse because my other mouse scroll wheel is mucking up. I got myself a Corsair M65. And it has a sniper button, which basically just reduces the sensitivity of the mouse. So I can use that for some very fine, narrowband examination, As fine as the game will allow, but it just forces the mouse to go through it more slowly. Probably can't see the Burke. Probably too far away. And probably quieter than a Perry. Well, I don't know. I say that because it's newer, but the Burke is also bigger. Okay, so we got ourselves a very typical track, a very nice looking track for this cargo ship to show that it has been getting closer with this bend over like this. Goes from low bearing rate to high bearing rate. That means the ship is getting closer. It is presently very close to the point of inflection, so we'll start seeing it go from high bearing rate to low bearing rate again. Mr. 1. I'm going to go ahead and just turn off the cargo ship history. We don't really care about that dude. He's fine where he is. These fishing ships up here, very close to colliding, but they're good. About to have an incident. Oh, this scroll wheel is so nice and deliberate. I love it. This is a nice mouse. It fits really nice in my hand. It was $55, but definitely worth the purchase for me. I like it a lot. It's like, hey, you know, you use a computer a lot. Why don't you go splurge and get yourself a nice mouse? Okay. I'm trying to work out the math in my head for this. I'm not sure if this is sufficient to get inside his range bubble without getting taken away. So he's going at 20 knots. Let's just quickly draw this out. So he's going 20 knots at approximately here. In a half hour, he's going to be there. Let's add a range circle there, 4 nautical miles. No, not a range circle, an area circle. Control C. Roger that. Still getting used to the sensitivity though. It doesn't have, it has sensitivity settings like my old mouse, but I wanted a little bit. I guess I could use the sniper button for that part, but okay, fine. Our course is 075, and we want 7.5 nautical miles. Yeah, so this could possibly work, but I think I really need to be going full right now.
All ahead full.
This my toad may not agree with this.
Con sonar cavitating.
If the toad agrees with it, fine. I'll just leave it out, I guess. I could potentially put the TB16 out, but it's not going to be seeing anything. But I think I need to do 20 knots here. So if we make the 075 to 10 nautical miles, then yeah, we're good. We'll get inside this range here. So maybe we don't need to do 20 knots. We could do potentially 18. But let's just do 20 for now to give ourselves some buffer and move into range on this Perry. At a certain point, I guess we will, you know, verify that the Perry is where we're expecting it to be. And at this rate, that seems to be somewhere else. It may have changed course drastically. If that's the case, let's actually double check that, see what's going on. Let's get the periscope depth here.
Make my depth 0.65 feet.
Let's see what's going on. We're already cavitating. I'm not too worried about the cavitating since the sound state is so reduced in this level because of the bottom type that I'm not worried about them picking me up. If I can barely hear a Perry going at 20 knots at this range, ain't no way the Perry can hear me. And I don't think they're doing helos or sonobuoys or anything like that. But let's get up here.
All ahead 1/3. Helm I. No longer cavitating.
Yeah, so I don't even think I'm gonna bother with the TB16 because it's not gonna see anything. But let's there's definitely been some kind of change in this data. A course change seems to be the most appropriate just based on how well it's still kind of lining up here. See if we can't figure out what he's up to. What bearing are we expecting? 013. Mr. Komarov. Not just yet at periscope depth, but we're getting up there. We are getting up there. But yeah, not really worried about making too much noise in this one. The sound state is very, very crappy. I need to do a better point of checking the mission status at the beginning of a mission just to see what they actually want me to do. But throughout it, I'm not going to look at it. Okay, 015. Looks to be pretty broadside to me right now, actually. 015. And that's what the solution is saying, 015. And that course is decently broadside. Let's get a rough statometer here. Lower that. We'll resume our run. Are we moving to kind of deeper water? Not really. Let's try 200 feet. Let's try 230 feet, and we'll see how our fall treats us down there.
Make my depth 2,
All ahead
3,
2/3.
0
Helm
feet.
aye.
Dive aye.
Okay, let's work on the statometer here real quick. Okay, I think we got lucky with how this is going to work out. I'm not going to try and bother doing the course because we don't really have enough data, but that looks to be pretty broadside to me. But you do have to be wary of the limitations of this. Let's see. Okay, let's just zoom in, make sure we're seeing the, okay, the tippy top of the mast is actually like up here. If we do that, that gives us a range of 7 nautical miles, which is about what we're seeing. Okay. So that's not bad ballpark. The problem is the water line is actually a little further below this guy. Let's see. How would that affect it? So the water, it should really be like here. Does that affect it? Range. Hang on. What am I having an issue with here? So if we assume the water line is here based on the curvature of the Earth, that's actually a conservative assumption that'll push them back further. But also, again, this is the statometer. Kind of just looking for a dummy check because it's not the most precise thing. At least in this game, it should be pretty precise, but it tends not to be. We're not seeing them on this at all, so that's fine. All right, let's all head full here.
Helm aye.
We might be able to get to no
sonar,
cavitation depth, but
cavitating.
probably not at 230 feet. It's probably not deep enough. I don't remember what depth we were at earlier. But hey, if he's still doing 20 knots, you know, the solution seems pretty good. Did he turn back the other way? It's possible he slowed down, or he has been slowing down with this original course. That's also a possibility that we have to entertain. Yeah, let's go ahead and say maybe a slowdown is what happened here.
On sonar. No longer
Hey, no
cavitating.
longer cavitating. Yeah, I'll take that. This is a possibility in that they're just going a little bit slower now. But yeah, especially now that I'm not cavitating, I'm not worried about them picking me up one bit, even though we are this close. Like, don't sweat it. I wonder how much I'm picking him up. Let's. I just kind of want to slow down a little bit just to see what kind of signal strength I'm getting on him. Okay, what bearing are we expecting here? Okay, so we're getting a decent signal strength on him. Seeing 2 lines. That's about that. I don't think we're getting anything on broadband yet. Let's go ahead and see if we're getting anything on broadband here. Nope, still too faint for broadband, which is unfortunate. How's the solution holding up? Seems to be doing pretty well. Let's see here. Okay, well, let's go all ahead standard at least here.
Helm aye.
Try and make sure we're keeping up. Let's do 17 knots.
Make turns for 17 knots. Maneuvering aye.
That kind of looks like something, but I don't think that's anything. Once we get our attack on the parry, we can go ahead and do our attack on the Burke. Let me just go ahead and check the mission status. Just want to make sure I'm doing the right things. Okay. I'm not sure what a fail constitutes. I guess that would mean I didn't do either of them, but yeah. Okay, so we just got to do it on the 2. Just got to approach them. Just got to be at periscope depth, and you're good to go on that front. Yeah, we're gonna start getting our good old washout here. It's just gonna, I think it's just gonna get a little, mostly washed out, but not fully washed out at 17 knots here. Well, it's getting pretty close to full washout, but that's fine. We're just trying to move in on our boys. Let's take this back to the hour and see what we can see. Trying to see if this makes sense for some other kind of speed. 17, 15. See if this makes sense anywhere else. No, I think there have been speed or course changes in here. Seems like he's still going a little faster than 15 though. Right now. And he was looking pretty broadside, so we're going to go with something like this for the time being. Don't really have any time to switch back here. We may have to just go ahead and do the full.
Hell my.
Excuse me. Do the full for now. Just to make sure that we're not, because we've almost lost the tactical advantage at this point, and we're not cavitating anymore, so this will be fun. We don't want to lose that tactical advantage there. We'll be 4 nautical miles away in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's not an issue. Okay, we just got to make sure we get into this bubble here. Let's actually let's keep speeding up until we get some cavitation here.
Make turns for 22 knots.
Yeah.
Maneuvering
Okay,
aye.
so we'll go for 2-1. That may even
Make
cavitate
turns
as
for
well.
21 knots.
Nope.
Maneuvering aye.
2-1's good. We could go deeper at even. We could go deeper. Let's go to 260 feet.
Make my depth 260 feet. Dive aye.
Just want to make sure we're good because, yeah, like I said, we're pretty close to losing the tactical advantage. We could even run parallel to try and catch up a little bit. Try and catch up to him there. Okay. Oh, this seems to be changing again. Let's go back to the 20-minute. We're getting too much data with the hour. Hour's not helping us with anything.
Recommend lowering all masts and antennas, sir.
Okay. We're not going to stay at 20. Or we're not going to go to
Make
21.
turns
We'll
for
stay at
20
20.
knots. Maneuvering aye.
Okay, right there. Okay. It does seem like we're getting pretty close. I mean, he was decently big on the scope. Still kind of far off. Let's mellow this out a little bit here.
To course 101. Hell my.
Mellow this out a bit. Get in a little closer here. Just making sure that we're trying to keep our advantage in this situation. Okay, this can all give away. That is old stuff. I'm not sure what this is all from. That Burke solution needs to be updated, but we'll sweat that in a second here. We also got to make sure to stay outside of 2 nautical miles in the sky. I wish you could draw multiple range circles. That would be very nice indeed. But we cannot. Alright, so we'll run this for a bit. Get in on the sky here. Let's get a little time lapse going here. Okay. Just trying to see if I could look at his contact on the 3D map there, but I think we're at such a depth that I'm not seeing the horizon. Okay, well, how's the solution doing? Man, he is, okay, either, let's see, okay, here we go. Maybe a little further back. He could still be doing this 20 knots here. Potentially. There's that, and there's this. If he's doing 2-0 still, either that fits or something more like this fits. God, this is, well, this definitely is trickier than in the stock and sub command. This is definitely a little more what the hell's going on kind of thing. Okay. Let's try that out. Let's actually let's get back to periscope depth here.
All ahead standard. Hell my.
Set depth. I need to memorize all these hotkeys. They're good hotkeys to have.
Dive aye.
Oh, we are 20 minutes in. See, this is why I like the longer videos, because we're just getting into the swing of thing here, boys. But now we're about to, you know, boys and girls. We're just getting into the swing of things and don't want to call it quits so soon. Where's my boy? 019. 019. Okay, so we're seeing two frequencies. Everything else seems to be a little too close aboard. Let's do the
All
little
ahead
2/3 here.
Helm I.
Slow it down. Okay, now we're seeing them big and bright. All right. Getting that third frequency right here. We're seeing 3 frequencies. We might be able to see them on the broadband. What is that? Is that something on the broadband? I can't tell. That was freaking wash out beneath it. Kind of looks like something, but it might be random noise. Only one way to find out. Take it over to the narrow. What is that? Something else over this way. 50? What bearing is this? Due north? Oh, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and... Oh. That was a little burst of something. It's very fishing boat reminiscent, but that's interesting nonetheless. I'm just trying to look for our burke here. Where the hell's our burke? Not seeing a burke. Got a parry. Alright, we're at depth.
All ahead 1/3.
Slow it down. Let's get this up. Not just yet. Don't want to tear the damn thing out and do it. Alright.
Recommend lowering all
Yeah, I bet you
masts
do.
and antennas, sir.
Should be good now. Okay. We are slowing down. Where's our Betty? Right there. Cha-ching. I think we have to actually get to 6.5 feet, and then we should probably get this objective here. That's pretty close. It's not completely broadside. You can see those rear antenna there. There's a little bit of an angle between them. Okay. That actually seems to fit with our solution decently well. And at this rate, he's going to be crashing into us. So let's come right to south, and then we'll turn around as well.
Come right to course
Approach goal complete. Continue with your mission.
Hey.
207.
Okay.
Helm I.
We'll turn away to try and avoid him closing that gap. There's our burke. Let's see. Burke.
I have a new contact. Bearing 348.
You know what? Let's actually try and... Yeah, we'll do this due south for now. I need to try and figure out a good course on this burke. Maybe we should actually use the statometer to try and find this course here. The problem is we're turning, and your course needs to be constant to figure out that old statometer. Be nice if they would actually output what your course was when you took this picture, but that's fine. Got ourselves a burke coming up. Based on the range that we were seeing on the Perry, I guess that burke is probably 8 miles away or so. From us, 8 miles away. Well, the burke is bigger. Bear that in mind. It could be approximately the same distance away. We'll keep some marks up. We'll assume a similar speed. Keep some marks up on the
Raise the
periscope
ESM
there.
mast, Chief of the Watch Eye.
We did get link on these guys, but, you know, I'm not going to re-update it, so we'll just do it manually here. These guys are irrelevant. But there was that whiff of something due north on that 50 frequency. That was interesting looking, but I think it's just a fishing boat. Sonar wants to say Akula, so we'll mark it. It's intermittent contact. It's very reminiscent of a fishing boat. There is our Perry right there. Tracker assigned that. Mr. 1. I don't know how my frequency sheet up. Let's get it going. Sonar profile. Perry. OH Perry user. TPK is 8. Let me verify that's the TPK column. It is. Resume. Speed is 18. Roger. Roger. Master 1 speed 18. Make sure you go the right way now. That'll okay. If we're assuming a constant course for a little bit, which I will love to do.
Sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 000. Designated Sierra 4.
Whoa, you have done a superb job in detecting and classification this threat to our forces. Intelligence had suspected an attempt to insert a commando team and, using your alertment, increased security ashore led to the apprehension of Russian agents. Wow, I actually detected the Akula? Are you kidding me? What was this thing doing for me to detect it? Like, these are like optimum conditions for a stealth mission. And I detected the damn thing? Okay, well I'm not gonna complain here. Oh, here's our Burke, I think. Here's our Burke. 6205. This is 6220. Could be a newer Burke, yeah. 6220. Burke. Mark. Mark the Burke. Might have to mark it on the old 60 here, which is fine. Mark the Burke. Okay, you're gonna give me grief then? Fine. Okay, this is... Remember, as these guys get closer in, it gets trickier to figure out what they're doing. Okay, we came to this course, keep turning.
Come right to course 281.
Actually, I gotta turn like almost like parallel, but I just wanted to make sure we kicked it out wide. Kicked it out the other way. So we did not get too close. There's our parry. Heading away now. I can see the stern of the hangars.
I have a new contact. Bearing.
Finally, we marked it.
352. Designated Sierra. 5.
Okay. 352. This Burke is getting close. Ooh, okay, he's getting... Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, what do we got? Did I mark an incorrect thing? No. 356. We are turning. The toad is turning. We got a big turn on the toad here. Here, get rid of these trackers. I guess I should have kept that parry tracker, but oh, well, just give me another mark on the Burke, and then we can look at our V solution here. Can make a straight line of 2 points.
On sonar, I have a new contact. Bearing 353.
VO2.
Designated Sierra.
Give this
6.
bad boy, of course, a speed of 18. Same course of 145. I guess 135 is probably close there. Doesn't necessarily have to be doing that, but we'll use that as a starting point. Enter solution. Yeah, that is possible. Let's make sure we get a range circle on this bad boy here. Put it up to 4 nautical miles. Do 3.9 for a little conservatism. Very well. We're coming about. Let's get up there. Oh man, yeah. We are getting close to this Burke. Another mark. VO2. Seems to be lined up pretty well. Okay, which one of these bad boys has been doing something? I don't know. What is this? This was the Akula that we somehow managed to detect. We shouldn't have been able to detect it, but he was obviously driving like a stupoid or something. Or he was really that close in, I don't know. But, yeah, this Burke is Burking. Whatever that means. He's Burking it up. Oh, that parry turned around. Why? Okay, maybe he detected me. I don't know. Burke. Oh, what is the Burke doing? The Burke is turning to port, it looks like. I can see the rear of his hangars. Wait, first classify this. Arleigh Burke. Sure. Whatever one of these. Friendly. What am I seeing? What glowy thing am I seeing on this Burke? Okay, he's still decently off. I'm not even seeing the flight deck. I'm seeing these launchers. But yeah, okay, yeah, he's turning hard to port. These dudes are turning good. It's like he's turning right outside my frickin' Man, look at him list to starboard there with that turn. This is obviously like station keeping or something. The parry
Steady on course. 3,
is being
1,
a parry.
1.
Kind of heading this way. Have to be cognizant of that. The solution needs to be updated on Master 1. Master 1 has come about. Is now coming this way. The solution doesn't reflect it yet. It's just gonna have to be rough for the time being. Something like that. VO2. Well, first we can send some more data to the frickin'. Oh shit. I think he's turning to port. Let's see. Where's that burke? Where be that burke? There's the burke. The burke seems to be about completely broadside. Maybe on port aspect a little bit there. Oh boy. Oh boy. V02. Come about. Port aspect. Something. Yeah, definitely port aspect. Definitely turning this way. Where's that frickin' parry? We cannot let these mofos get too close to us. He's not really getting that close. He's kind of seemingly chilling like a villain. Let's keep getting marks on these dudes. They may have slowed down. He does not really seem to be moving all that much anymore. They may have slowed the hell down. What bearing are we getting on that parry? 044. Seeing him ever so faintly. Are we? Where's that burke at? Burky burke. There it is. With the port aspect. Bearing 007. And do remember to bring this one back, 007. Don't touch that. It's my lunch. Okay, we can't see him on the sonar. He's definitely a little distant. This changes things with this burke. I would raise the radio mast to get potentially a radio message, but I don't want to get link data because we're tracking these dudes the old-fashioned way. Okay, this guy's definitely like 45 degrees on right now. Master 1. Sorry for that slight seisurous. Okay, well these guys are definitely going slower now, that's for sure. If not dead in the water or something. Wow, look at those. Okay, well we know the course. He has to be going really slow. Man, almost dead stop. He could have stopped. That's possible. He could be right frickin' there. Could be dead in the water. Could be doing just that. Based on what I'm seeing, that seems like what's going on. Because all these dots are lined the hell up and everything is intersecting very neatly right here. Where if he was going with us, you'd expect a fan out. I think he may be dead stopped. He may be all stopped right now. And our burke may be stopped for that regard too. In which case, I'm a-coming for you. I think he's dead stopped too. I think they stopped too early in their mission. They should have been going still, but you know, he may be dead stopped as well. In which case, we need to head that way.
Come right to course 3, 5,
We just
9,
head straight for the circle, whatever's tangential, or not tangential, but radial. Just head for his course, yeah, 007.
Come right to course 008, Helmi.
Just head in that way. And we'll get them good and wrap this up quick. If that's what they're gonna do, just gonna chill there. We'll play ball. They seem to be dead. They seem to be dead frickin' stopped, man. Here, mark that. Mark the sparring. Dude, seems to be like right there on the money, man. Dead stopped, dead in the water. It's craziness. Right around here. If not dead stopped, maybe one knot, but they seem to be just stopped. Why they came about, I'm not sure. Let's make sure we keep tabs on everyone here. He doesn't seem to be moving, dude. Get ready to mark. Scusi. Master 1. I'm telling you, man. Looks pretty dead stop to me. Looks pretty dead stopped. It's very weird. Oh. OG. OG. Friendly. Seem to just be dead in the water. I think we can make for 7 knots and still be good here.
Make turns for 7 knots.
And they're
Maneuvering
MCON,
on.
which makes sense.
Lower the ESM mast.
Just
Keep it the
Steady
watch
on
eye.
course.
Go ahead and get rid of that.
008.
If someone yells at me, I'll just hit that all stop real quick. Alright, what do we got? They look pretty, yeah, dude. They're definitely stopped. They're definitely all stopped right now. So, we got lucky in this one. They glitched out. I think they reached the end of their waypoints at a mite too early here. And these are both old. I think one of those contacts was actually our dude. The Tycon. It was right down that bearing. Man, I'm surprised we saw that at Kula. We didn't even really get a positive identification on that at Kula, but I'm not sure how you would model that. And you want to know how this guy's dead stopped? Because we're heading right for him. And he is not heading right for us. So, the only conclusion is dead stop. So there's not even like anything left in this mission. Just frickin' get in there and we'll get it. And we'll get out of here. Get our stripes.
Approach goal complete. Continue with your mission.
Hey,
John,
there you go.
radio. Recommend copying the broadcast to see if there's any new message traffic.
Mission accomplished. Report for debrief.
Roger
Make
that.
turns for 5 knots.
Raise the
Maneuvering
antenna.
on.
Keep it the watch eye.
Hey, man, if they yield, fine by me. I don't mind. Alright, so we somehow got our approach goal on the Burke. I didn't think we were close enough, but not going to argue with it, I suppose. Right there. Yeah. Doesn't seem like we're close enough to me, but yeah, who knows. Radio mast is up. Are we getting any traffic here? Doesn't seem like it. Did we get our traffic earlier on this? I think we did. Anyway. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.